Hello everybody, Drew here, tip of the Mitt Flips, where I'm a full-time eBay reseller, and every 100 subscribers there's a giveaway. So if you're watching, make sure you subscribe so you have a chance to win. And just a reminder that being subscribed, liking, commenting, sharing, all those things, very helpful to me, very helpful to the channel, helps it grow, which, you know, pleases me. So if you're not subscribed, please do think about subscribing. If you enjoy the content, please do give it a thumbs up. Tons of orders. It was an extended weekend because of the holiday on Monday. Indigenous Peoples Day, I think is the new name of the holiday. But something that drives me crazy, it happens every time it's like a non-celebratory holiday, you know, not Thanksgiving or Christmas. People will send you messages, a bunch of them, constantly. Why haven't you shipped this out? Are you going to ship this out? When does this ship out? Today is a non-shipping holiday. I will ship it out first thing tomorrow morning. Thank you. So, you know, not everybody knows. I get it. Not everybody knows. I had a friend who went to drop her kid off at school and then realized there was no school. Our schools were not closed. It's, you know, hibbity-dibbity. Same thing will happen, you know, like Martin Luther King Jr. Day, stuff like that. First thing going out, I'm not going to grab it down. It's on B2, and it's a bag, so why would I go point it out to you? It's also not on B2. It's on A6, so not even close. I must have moved it at some point. But they're two Corsil Imperial Empress throw pillows. I had people many, many times message me with these. The shipping is way too expensive, da-da-da-da. They're really, it's big. They're pillows. They're really fluffy. But I am going to attempt to do something and see if it makes a big difference in the shipping and hopefully put it into this video. If not, it will be in the next video. But I'm going to go buy a vacuum bag because the shipping is, they paid $56.56 in shipping. So for something that doesn't weigh a ton, that is very expensive. And I'm not saying I'm going to like refund them the money. I'm just saying if I could put it in a vacuum bag and make an extra like 25, 30 bucks, I'm going to do that for, I don't know, I think vacuum bags are a couple dollars. So if that works, I'm going to buy a few of them, have them on hand. I don't know if they come in different sizes. Hopefully we all discover that in this video. But for that item, $50 plus shipping. I paid $3.99 a piece for them. And the only reason I picked these up is because I had sold a bedding set of the same brand, same design, and it was worth a ton of money. I sold, I think, a comforter, and I sold some shams. The pillow shams was like 75 bucks. It was a lot of money. I actually went back to after I got the pillow shams, I went back and got the comforter, and then I also found the pillows at that point. All right, so I went and bought some vacuum bags. I had no idea what size was going to work, so I paid a little extra for this combo option where it had 4 different sizes. The jumbo is ludicrous. I mean, it'll be great because we have these big down blankets for the kids that we could put in them and vacuum seal later, but these are just, I mean, this is a 4-foot tall bag. It's insane. So the jumbo one's not going to do me any good as far as shipping, but I could see these medium-sized ones coming in handy every once in a while. That is, if this works. So what I ended up having to use was a original large flat, which they do make a cube, but I think they only come in a bigger size. Those I would be interested in specifically for pillows. I got these 2 fit in here. The shipping costs right now, for me, not for the buyer, the buyer paid $56.56, if you recall. And if I ship it just like this, tape it up, slap a label on it, which you could, this is a poly bag. It's perfectly fine. It just happens to be clear, but I'd be overpaying for a poly bag. Whatever. Either way, it ends up being, this box was about 15 bucks. So we're talking $3.75, $4 for the bag. So it's a significant amount of money. Only because I had to get the combo. If I knew which size I needed, I could have definitely saved some money in that part. But let's see how much we can actually save, if at all, doing this. So $56.56 is what they paid. Right now, I'm already, only because my eBay discount, only paying $21.71 in shipping. So I'm already making over $25 in shipping because of my eBay discount. So let me get the vacuum, shrink this down, and see if it changes anything. Not like changes anything, but just an FYI. I got the Great Value brand. This little zipper that's supposed to close the zip, it didn't function at all. I just had to do it myself. Not that that matters, but I'm here to let you know how it went. That's part of it. So let's see what happens. Not sure how much I can actually get out of this. Well, let me see if I can form it. I am a little concerned about it rebounding back, but from everything I know about vacuum bags and putting sweaters or whatever in there, it doesn't seem to be an issue. Let's see if I can get a little more. All right, looks like that's it. So, let's see if I can flatten it out a little bit. Maybe, because if you get a hump in the middle, what does it matter? Because you only measure the highest point. And I will, of course, flap this over. I'll probably tape it up right now. And actually, let me turn the camera off, get that all set, and we'll check the new dimensions. Okay, so the new dimensions, 17, 16, 5. Let's see if that does anything. Was this worth my hassle? And $12.18. Cut it in over half. They spent $56.56. It's going to take me $12.18 to ship it. That is awesome. That was well worth overpaying the $4 for this one. I won't do that again. Like I said, a little, you know, I'm pretty sure it'll rebound. This is kind of, you know, I don't do a lot of this, but that's what they're intended for. Pillows, blankets, fluffy sweaters, things like that. I mean, I don't see anything possibly that could go wrong with that, but let's double check any other shipping costs or shipping services I could use. Actually, that gets it into priority dimensions under cubic 1313.7, which is a number, 1313.9 is the outside dimensions of a number 7 USPS box, and anything equivalent of out underneath the 22 or 24, whatever that extended length is, will go priority for me. And for that, USPS priority mail, $9.29. I just made almost $40 by vacuum sealing that bag. I'm a genius. I cannot claim that I'm the first person to do that, but in my house I am, so I'm gonna walk tall today, that's for sure. Just really quick, checking any other options. Parcel, but that would be a downgraded service, so I can't use that one, and it only would be another 50 cents-ish cheaper. So yeah, it looks like it's going priority. So I'll actually, just so it's not a clear bag, I will put it back into this garbage bag that it was stored in, tape it up real good, ship it out just like that, put a label on it, and it's good to go. I mean, this is as waterproof as it gets. Throw that in a pool, you'd be okay. So that's awesome. Awesome. Very excited, very excited. Next thing going out, C6. I know there's a lot of rambling. Department 56 Village Accessory over here. This was not a great buy, so I'm happy to see it go. And what it is very deceptive in the picture, because it is, and I hope I didn't pay that for it, but I might have. I don't know. It was a while ago. But it's not this. The only thing in this box is this bottom part. It's a Village accessory. It's a base. So it's very deceptive. I hope and I assume the buyer knows that. That would be a bummer if they didn't. And then they complain, hey, where's the house? Such is life. For that item, accepted an offer, $29 plus shipping. So like I said, if I paid $17.50 for that, I paid too much. I'm guessing that was half off. Next thing going out, C2 is a Craftsman garage door opener thing. It's not the opener, it's the connectivity link. So I think you hook this up, and then this is the receiver for the remote. So that right there, I got that in a Mikhail mystery box, $16.19 free shipping. That was definitely 10% off. Next thing going out on B4 is Legend of Zelda for Nintendo Switch, case only. And I had two of these, got these both in a Mikhail mystery box, and sold them both now. The first one, I think, went for like $8.49, and then that one went full asking price, $9.99 free shipping. Empty cases on expensive games or rare games, still worth listing and selling. There is a demand for it. And then next up, is a gold buckskin, doe skin, deer skin, whichever one you want to pick. I'm going to grab the whole box because, for one, don't know which one this is because I mentioned before, we put a labeling system on them where it says Buck 4 and all that. And then we forgot to put that in the SKU number, so now we get to open them and find out. But I sold a second one of those today, which means there will only be one left. So great. That went, for being a bad buy, it went great because already with the two selling today, will have made back my money plus a very, very small amount of profits. And so then that last one is all profit. Would not do that again. I paid $50 for 5 skins. I will make $20. Not great. $25 maybe, $20, I don't know. Somewhere in there. Not really great. Next up, B3 is a izzix large die in the flower shape. I can't imagine I have many of these left. I think I only feel 2 back here, if it's even 2. That's something different. So I do have 1 more of them left. All right, let me check the picture. Is that the right one? Nope, it's a different one. It's back here somewhere. It was silly of me to, put stuff behind here that I can't see. I keep moving the speaker. This sold today. I'm just gonna grab it right now. Why not? Ah, there it is. There it is. That's good words. Sometimes my mouth does not work right. Just mush mouth over here. But this one right here, very pretty flower. And for that item, izzix 658504, I got $19.99 free shipping. Next thing going out, B3C is a Briggs & Stratton carburetor something. Let's scooch this back before it falls. So what did I say? B3C. Here we go. All right. It is, I think, only one of these. So I think it's this one right here. This 390395 nozzle carb. Yep, that's it right there. And that's actually going international. So let's find out where, because that is fun for me. I'm thinking like Northern Europe-ish, which it'll just tell me Europe. And for that item, $10.99 free shipping. Ah, there we go. I knew it. It's going to Ireland. Very cool. I could tell by the name. Very Irish sounding name. So they paid me $0 in shipping to get this thing to Ireland. $15.61 in shipping. They must really want it. And then next up, it's in the pen box, which is Fisher Bullet Space Pen. And I think we got a couple pens today, so I'll probably leave this up there. Is that the one? Yes, Fisher Bullet Space Pen. It is this one right here. I got this. That one I think came in a bag of pens in a Mikhail mystery box. And I went through them roughly when I was unboxing the box and pulled out, 10 or 12 of them where I said, okay, these ones are probably worth some money. And then the rest, maybe it's a lot of pens. I was like, maybe I'm overestimating. Because I was like, at least right here, there's at least $100 in pens. There was like $180 in pens that I'd pulled out. Not all of them were selling, but some of them worth more than others. That one right there sold for $24.29 free shipping. That would have been on a 10% off sale. I am loving pens. That is my estate sales at this point. That's my first look. I'm looking in a drawer. I'm looking for a bag of pens. That is the thing I'm keying in on, because now that I am keying in on that, I'm finding them more often. And I can't imagine that they just never were there before. Now I'm just specifically focusing, because if there's 100 bags in a pen, 100 pens in a bag, you only need one of those to hit. I'm not saying buy all the pens, just pick up the bag, look it around, look through the drawer at the estate sale. It's a good place to find high dollar items that you'll get for absolutely nothing. Next up, C3B is a G.I. Joe action figure outfit. C3B. Oh, I think I found it. This one right here. This I got in a bag of, it's like boots and a coat and pants and a gun holster, which a really nice clip on it. It's like a metal clip. Those are from, no year. I got $17.99 free shipping. I got those in a bag of Ken dolls and G.I. Joe dolls at Salvation Army. I paid $2.99 or $3.99 for the whole bag, and one of the G.I. Joes or one of the Ken dolls paid for the bag. The rest is profits. $17.99 free shipping for This is my favorite. Weighs nothing. I was a little nervous. I said, I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to pack all the stuff today, because Jen does the listing in the morning. I take care of the baby, do some laundry, dishes, that kind of thing. And then we swap. So I said, hey, I'm going to need a little bit extra time because of how many items there are. But then that's me in flashback mode. That's me remembering when I used to focus on these things, where if I had 24 items going out, 25 items going out, and 3 of them look like this, I do have to allow myself extra time. But if it's items like this, and this, and this, I could do 100 of them. It don't matter. I love it. Next thing going out, D3 National Tournament Chalk. This is like a nothing buy, nothing purchase, nothing item. Let's go with that. Do not do this. This is $7.99 free shipping. Only reason these got listed is because they were in the bottom of a box of pool balls, and they came with a couple pool triangles. I bought them just for the triangles, but Jen listed the chalk anyways, and I sent out an offer. I think they were listed $8.99 free shipping, $7.99 free shipping. To throw it in a bag, I'll make a buck. It's okay. You should not do that. I probably would do that again. Next thing going out, glad to see one of them go. A little surprised. A3 is a vintage lawn furniture webbing. One, two, three, and it's in white. I think it's this one here. I think it's the only one up here. I will double check. It also has it's new, but it's like removed itself a little. But yes, that is the right one. I had bought a couple garbage bags worth, or maybe one garbage bag worth of webbing replacements. Most new, some used, which we did a couple lots with the used ones. Well, they're not used, they're just not in a package. And they're for your webbed lawn chairs, which I've said before, there's great money in that, just not an item I'm willing to deal with. I have 3 of them in storage right now. I will never list them. Last 2 estate sales ago, they had 3 of them. They were basically giving them away. I think they had $2 a piece on them on half off day. I could have got them, I think, $1 a piece, or maybe it was $4, and I could have got them for $2, something like that, but very cheap for an item that's $40 plus shipping plus each chair. But I just won't do it. I don't want to store the boxes. I don't want to store the chairs. Ain't for me, but if it's for you, great money, look out for them. But the webbing, I'll sell that all day. $16.19 free shipping. I paid $10 for the whole bag of them. So right there, that pays for the whole bag. Every other one is profit. Next up is a Haynes 360 repair manual. I ended up putting this board while I'm moving it on my local marketplace. That's another thing. I don't feel like packing and shipping that. Not for the $50 plus shipping I'm going to get out of it. I would rather get $30 or $25 locally to not have to deal with the hassle, and then also then not to have to pay the fees. So you can give significant discounts if you sell through your local marketplace, and I don't mean through Facebook Marketplace like the Facebook Marketplace, because there are shipping fees if you ship it through them. There's still fees attached to that. I mean through your like local buy, sell, and trade site. If somebody offered me $20 for that, I paid $5, I would take it. But it is this one. Come on. This Toyota, what we got? Toyota Corona. Another car I have never heard of. Toyota Corona. And I like Toyotas. Never heard of this. Toyota Corona. That is 2 manuals I've sold in the last month that I don't even recognize the car. Weird. But for that one, $8.99 free shipping. This will go media mail. And I mentioned before that Haynes manuals and the instruction manuals, the repair manuals for cars, the range on those is so huge. They could be $8.99 free shippers, or they could be $49.99 free shippers. It depends on the car. Also, a little bit on condition, because once you get to that higher end, like if this was for, you know, a Chevy Camaro or something that has a collectible nature to it, that they're not buying it for the repair manual they're putting it on a shelf, the condition can actually matter. If yours is in good condition, charge a little bit of a premium. Next thing going out is a cross gray and silver tone ballpoint pen. This was another one of the ones in the Mikhail mystery box that I pulled out, and I said this one might be worth a little bit of something. And by a little bit of something, for this cross pen, I mean $14.99 free shipping. Next thing going out, B2A, is vintage Denson index tabs. B2A, which is these little things that weigh nothing, and what they are is literally index tabs. They go on the edge of your paper to index your paperwork or whatever, to bookmark it. As you can see, kind of like they have shown on the side there. I paid nothing for those. $7.49 free shipping. Those came from a garage sale where if I could go back in time and do it again, I would skip that garage sale. All the Corning and Corel that's just sitting on my shelves with no lids, that's where it all came from. It was a huge sale. They had tons of it. They were really well working with me on prices. And so I just started filling up the car, and I filled up my car. It was the last sale on a community sale where I did like a marathon garage sale. I think I hit 27 garage sales in one day, and that was the very last one. I said, this is all the room I got. I still got money. Let me just keep buying stuff. And I'm still sitting on a lot of that. And that was 2 summers ago. If I could go back, I would have just skipped that one completely and just went and had some lunch because I was starving to death at that point. $7.49 free shipping if I didn't say, but not a lot of money there. Next thing going out is Super Bowl 31 Green Bay Packers hat. And that is over here with the hats, right here with the tags. And I've sold this exact same hat before, but the last time I sold it, it didn't have the tags. I paid $5 for this, and the only reason I paid $5 for it is because I had sold one recently, and I knew what it was worth. I knew what it was worth used, so I assumed what it was worth new. For that item, $26.99 free shipping. So many lowball offers on this, and they were all from Oregon, the state. Not like there's Oregon, the city. Come on. I don't know why. Because it wasn't the same buyer. It was 4 or 5 different names. Unless the same buyer with multiple accounts. I don't know why you would want that. But $5, $10 offers on a free shipper. It was over 5, under 10, but all from the same state. I don't understand it. There must be a lot of transplants from Wisconsin. Either way, Green Bay is the worst. Watching them lose to the Giants was better than watching the Lions win a game, which I don't know what that's like because they don't win games. Let's not dwell on the past. $26.99 free shipping. Next thing going out is this speaker that I pulled earlier. A Rode Gear 40-watt dual cone speaker. I paid very little for that. I got it at local Humane Society sale. I paid $1 or $2 for it. Accepted an offer, $12 plus shipping. And then next thing going out, there's actually 2 items on this order. B3C is a Fleetwood Mac and a Beatles belt buckle. All right, here's the Fleetwood Mac one. And then here is the Beatles Sgt. Pepper Lonely Hearts Club Band. We were doing a little house cleaning this last weekend. Still trying to, get ready before winter, which I told you. It didn't happen here, but 2 towns over, about 35 minutes away, we got snow already. So that's fun. But outside right now, it's almost 70 degrees. It's a weird place to live. I came across my old belt buckle collection. I was a wearer of belt buckles at some point in my life. I said, well, these don't need to be here no more. Let's go ahead and list them. Immediately, somebody reached out and bought these 2. One of them, $20, one of them $15, and they were listed $19.99 and $24.99. So because it was a combined item, free shipper, I was willing to take a little extra off, even though we had just listed them, because then I get to save money. Saving money makes you money. And also, tip of the day. And the tip of the day is sometimes it is appropriate to reach out to a buyer. Not every time. And I guess inappropriate, probably never. But when it would make sense, or at least it makes sense to me, was something like this. This buyer bought 2 items that seemed similar, very similar, and then their eBay name was like retro clothing or something like that. So I reached out and I said, hey, just so you know, I just listed a bunch of belt buckles if you'd like to check them out in my store that are very similar to the ones that you've already purchased. I'd be willing to work with you on the price since you've already bought a couple, all that kind of stuff, which is normal behavior on a sales floor, which I've worked in sales many times, so I'm used to that kind of thing. But recognizing when to do that in e-commerce is a very different animal. So this is one of those opportunities, because then they went through the store and they said, I like the sticks one, but it's a bit expensive. Yes, it is expensive. I was very happy to see that. And then there ended up being 2 out of them that were worth a decent amount of money. The rest were like your, $19.99, $24.99. But they looked through and they said, that one's a bit expensive. Do you have any more that you're planning on listing? Which if I did, that would have opened the opportunity for me to sell them to this person. Not outside of eBay, say, yeah, I have this one, this one, this one, this, and this one available. Do any of those interest you? You could even send them a picture. And they say, yeah, I like that one. Okay, I'll list it right now. That kind of thing. So there are times when you should be putting on not be so passive. Put on your salesman cap. Say, okay, I think I could sell another item to that person. And I could have. If I had had one more Rock Band belt buckle that was a little cheaper, a little more in their price range, I would have sold them one right then. No problem. I knew it for sure. Just the sticks one, I think, is $64.99. It was out of their price. So for the pair of those, $35 free shipping. They are heavy because they're solid brass. That might put it over a pound. Nope, still under a pound, so that's great. Those are still first class. What a good deal. Next thing going out, B2B, is McDonald's Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh. All right, there's 3 of them. That's a bear, but not the right bear. All right, I must have read that wrong. B2B. B2B. I'm a dummy. This is a, get your head together. B2B is actually sitting right over here waiting for me. All right, here we go. Those look familiar. We got Rabbit and Roo and Pooh. And for those 3 new and packaged McDonald's toys, Winnie the Pooh toys, $11.99 free shipping. Next thing going out is a Philips Advanced ICN Ballast. And I don't have a SKU number, so I'll have to correct that. I got these in a Mikhail mystery box. I got 3 of them. The barcode did work because I was questioning on if that would scan or not. It totally did. So new and packaged with a barcode. Quantity 3. Love it. There was a 4th one. I haven't tested it yet, but I will because the price was high enough that it's worth keeping around until I find out if it works or not. Because either the package came open on its own or somebody took it down out of a light, put the new one up, and then for some reason held on the old one. I can't risk that. So for that one, $26.99 free shipping. And I did make these free shippers even though they're over a pound. And the reason I did that is the same reason why I do media mail as free shipping, is because I already know how much that's going to cost me to ship. Because even though it's over a pound, it's going to go into a priority flat rate padded envelope. So I know how much the shipping costs. I don't need to bother the customer with that. I bake that into the price. They are none the wiser, and I know exactly my profits and my shipping costs and my fees and everything else, and I calculate that ahead of time. And that's why I do that with the first class. I do it because the difference is so small between if it ships to my neighbor or ships to Alaska that I don't care. That difference could be the difference in the price of them wanting to buy mine over somebody else because I have free shipping. Media mail, if I ship it to my neighbor, I ship it to Alaska, it's the same price. If it ends up in a flat rate bag, box, whatever, same price. So I already know it. I can bake it in. I do not use flat rate boxes though. I have twice used a flat rate box, and both times that was because I was selling bulk lots of trading cards. And so it was literally a box packed full of cards. that was it. $26.99 free shipping. I think I said that. All right, next thing going out. B2A is Mary Kay Time-Wise B2A. These are popular today. It's a bronze 7. That is this one right here. Bronze. Ooh, almost fell down. Bronze 7. 038720. That's the correct one. I think I only have one of those Mary Kays left. They worked out very well. $11.69 free shipping on that one. Next thing going out, I'm glad they sold to this buyer and not a different one. C1 is Bada Mickey Mouse Military Cold Weather Boots. And they are way back here. Let me get this out of the way. Okay, let me see if I can finagle this. All right, these big old heavy mamma jammas. And yes, they are called Mickey Mouse boots. I think that's just a nickname they earned because when you wear them, you look like a cartoonish Mickey Mouse character. I paid, I think, $15 for them at Salvation Army. And there's a air nozzle that you, I think, fill up to form it around your foot. I don't really know, but they are for extreme cold. And that's a size 10R. I don't know what that means. 10 regular probably. For that pair of boots, $90 plus shipping. And the reason I say I'm glad they sold to this buyer and not another one is because a gentleman in Germany has sent me multiple messages about those boots. Hey, can you give me a better offer? Da 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 da. Do you ship to Germany? And because of who I am, a little bit of a scatterbrain, I keep forgetting to remove Germany from one of the countries I ship to. Nothing against Germany. They just have changed their shipping laws so that you have to report what packing materials you use and the box. And it's just a bunch of hassle and a bunch of risk I don't need to take. I like to eliminate risk in life, in sales, all the above. The gains of anything, gambling, investing, resale, they're never worth extreme risk. Don't ever buy an item for $700 because you think it sells for $2,000, but it's not something you're sure about. It's a category you're like, I don't know. Like you buy a pair of Nikes for $700 because you looked them up and you saw that they sell for $2,000. And then you got a fake pair of $700 Nikes that you paid for. Risk is not always worth reward. I'd rather lower the reward, increase the guarantee, lower the risks. That's the realm I like to live in. And the only reason I came to that is because I did a lot of living in the risk high reward range and got bit enough times that I have changed my view. $90 plus shipping, and this clears up a bunch of space. I'm very happy to see those go. Next up, probably because it's getting close to Spooky Ookie time, The Wacky Adventures of Ronald McDonald on VHS. I see. And the VHS is called Scared Silly right there. So that would explain why it sold. I have sold this exact same one before. I'm assuming for that one, I also got $9.99 free shipping. Next thing going out is another deer skin. Like I said before, I had sold 2 today, and this is the one where it was 2 smaller ones, so we just put them in the same lot. $22.49 free shipping. That would have been 10% off. And then last thing going out today, Christopher Morley, Tales from a Roll Top Desk, 1921, right here, first edition. And for this book, I got $24.29 free shipping, and that was on a 10% off sale. A book for over $20 is my jam. Some people wouldn't even list a book for under $20, but I paid $0. So my risk is my risk is non-existent. I have no risk. I paid $0. Worst case scenario is the only risk I have, I list it and it sits there for a long time. That's all the risk. I'm not expecting high end on my books. I'm just expecting something. So $24.29, I'm very happy with. Well, that's gonna be all for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Subscribe, share, and be good to each other.